Joining us now, Senator Marsha Blackburn from from Senate Judiciary. Senator, it's great to have you on. Reports of this transparency mechanism where Russia can verify the absence of Tomahawk cruise missiles capable of reaching Russia at NATO anti-missile shield bases in Romania and Bulgaria, and vice versa for the Pentagon, inspecting two missile launching bases of its choice in Russian territory. That's the de-escalation, one of the strategies the White House is talking about reportedly. Your reaction to that story?
The White House is coming to this whole entire issue a little bit too late. What we do know is Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, that is your new axis of evil. And we know that Russian adventurism has kind of been an Olympic sport for Putin. He loves to go in around the Olympics. He did it in Georgia in 2008, did it in the Ukraine in 2014. And Liz, what we have to realize is that they're nibbling around the edges. What they should have done is what I recommended back in November. Sanctions, beginning sales of lethal assistance to Ukraine, having a unified diplomatic message that said, we are not going to tolerate this. And putting the sanctions on the country, on Russia, on Putin, on the oligarchs, that is the way you get their attention. So to come in and say, we'll give you this if you'll give us that, they're coming at it from the wrong direction.
Energy prices, oil markets, and gas could take hits if this goes to war, Senator, right?
You're right. You're exactly right. And see, when you look at this, people will sometimes say, why does Ukraine matter? It matters because Putin is trying to put the band back together. He wants the old Soviet Union back. It matters because what he's trying to do is work with China, corner the energy markets, push us out. And of course, every decision that Joe Biden has made on energy is something that would help Russia, whether it's Nord Stream 2, the OKs there, or shutting down the Keystone. So Liz, what we have to look at is they see weakness in Biden. They see him as rudderless. So what are they doing? They're going to push the envelope until they get stopped. And it is like Putin has a plan and Biden doesn't have a plan. He's got a reaction here or there, but nothing that is cohesive that says, Russia, you are not a superpower. We're not going to let you get outside of your boundaries. We are going to stop you. And if you try something, you better beware.
And Senator, also pushing the envelope right now is China. We've got accusations of Democrat insider dealing now hitting U.S. foreign policy. China state media calling Speaker Nancy Pelosi, quote, a parasite over reports about the tens of millions of dollars Pelosi's husband made in stock trading gains while Pelosi is on the job. This is after Speaker Pelosi attacked China in a tweet in touting the Democrats' new push against China. This is unusually harsh rhetoric and undiplomatic, according to, diplomatic sources. So your take on what's going on here? We've never seen China do this. China is really ramping up the rhetoric.
Well, China ramped up their rhetoric on me months ago. They have sanctioned me, they have banned me, they have called me all sorts of unpleasant words. But, I just kind of wear it as a badge of honor. The Chinese Communist Party is up to no good. They are intent on global dominance. They want to remove the United States as a global superpower. They're trying to recast their image in the Olympics. And you've got U.S. entities like NBC and other companies that are going to be Olympic corporate sponsors that are helping them in this endeavor. It is unseemly.
FBI Director Christopher Wray said China is a top threat. That when he first stepped into the job, the sheer magnitude of Chinese spying to steal U.S. technology blew him away. It's like the surveillance nightmare of East Germany combined with the high tech of Silicon Valley. And then you have all that going on. And then you have new reports about IRS grand jury subpoenas to get after what is going on with Hunter Biden, his uncle James Biden, and his associates and his off-balance sheet shell companies taking in cash and money, cash flows out of business dealings with China. So this is an issue for national security as well. Your thoughts on that?
Yes, you're exactly right. You have to realize that whether it's Xi Jinping or Vladimir Putin, they're thugs. and they want to displace us. And they are up to no good. And of course, they are trying to find people that they can play ball with. And Hunter Biden has been willing to play ball with them. And it appears from what we know about the 2019 grand jury subpoenas that were sent to Bank of China and to JP Morgan, that it also includes Biden Incorporated and James Biden. We also are aware of the tax evasion charges on 2018 regarding Hunter Biden. These are investigations that are continuing to this day. We need a special counsel to get to the bottom of this.
Senator Marsha Blackburn, it's a pleasure to have you on. Come back soon.
Always.